Training today, big focus on retainers for us this week, and we've really pushed hard on it, getting everybody to have that conversation. One thing we've got across the firm, which I encourage you to do the same, is just to have that discussion around retainers. Have that conversation and position it, even if you think it's going to be a no. Don't sell the retainer, just give them it as an option and then move on. And then if they wish to do it, they can do it in the future. And that's what this conversation is all about. So this week's obviously focused on retainers, so we're going back into that again. I want to reiterate something we've been talking about this week, which is just bring the retainer as an option. Okay? So, very simple is that you will not win a retainer unless you ask for it. I don't think I've ever had a client go, do you work retained? Would you, in fact, I have had a prospect go, do you work retained? Because they wanted that as an option to work for, but it wasn't that they were giving me the retainer, it's that they were selecting 3 firms of which they wanted a retained firm to work with. So, I'm pretty sure most recruiters would answer that question with yes, or at least they should do. Leaving the retainer as an option gives you the opportunity to get back in the future. It challenges the prospect's thinking and gets them considering of, actually, is there a better option than what I'm doing right now? Okay? So, just purely at the end of that conversation, we only want to work with contingent, we're absolutely contingent, we won't consider retain engagement, I completely appreciate that. Let me ask you why, etc., following the process, and then as you get to the end of that conversation, look, I'm not here to position to change your mind, to get you to go on a retained basis and work on that. Clearly I'd recommend that, because I feel that all the best recruiters work on that model, but I understand your positioning. What I can do from a contingent perspective is X, Y, and Z, but what I would like to say to you is if you do struggle with this particular position, I would like you to consider our opportunity to work on a more proactive basis and to identify candidates as opposed to reactive and looking through my own network only. That requires a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 US dollar deposit, and then obviously all the rest of our spiel from there. So you bring the opportunity in. You don't sell to them, you allow them to make that decision. So Halima used that yesterday on something that even I was thinking, yeah, these guys aren't going to retain. And Halima just gave it as an option. And the first thing he said was, that's interesting, can you send us the information over and I will take a look at it because we may need that in the future. Can you send over case studies? Can you send over background? Can you send over track record? A lot of firms are just looking for a relationship with a search firm. A lot of private equity firms are looking for a relationship with a search firm, which will take the headache away. Nobody's enjoyed looking for suppliers. I don't enjoy looking around and speaking to rec to recs. I don't enjoy trying to find people. Imagine if our CRM wasn't very good. I wouldn't enjoy looking for a new CRM. It's crap. It's really annoying. You don't know what you're looking for. You just want somebody who solves your problem. And that's something you've got to take into consideration of what you would do there. So offering that as an alternative, offering it as an option is a really important factor.